Hi, I'm Brad Smart, and the title of this top grading tips article is How A Players Exercise with No Pain. This top grading tips article is sort of a silver bullet with advice that has enabled hundreds of busy, high performing A players to get in shape and then stay in shape following this counterintuitive dictum: no pain, you gain. I'll say it again: no pain, you gain. With all the hype about easy ways to get in shape and lose weight, you're skeptical. Well, good. No pain, you gain means that you never, ever push yourself beyond what is comfortable for you to do that day. That way, it's pretty easy to exercise several times per week and do so for the rest of your life. There are 4 keys to this, which I'll list, but let me tell you how I became an exercise advisor. The history is I was busted. About 25 years ago, my wife and I were at a party, and a buddy asked, "Brad, do you exercise regularly?" And I responded, "Oh, sure." Then another buddy asked, "Oh, really? How many times did you work out this week?" Feeling awkward, I said, "Well, I traveled all week, so I didn't really work out this week." Smelling blood, another friend pounced with, "Uh-huh. How about last week? You didn't travel last week." Sheepishly, I quietly said, I guess I haven't exercised for weeks." Busted. I had been BSing myself. Get it, Brad Smart, BS? Convinced I exercised regularly when I didn't. So I looked inside my damaged soul and concluded I hated exercise. Oh, sure, I like tennis, but I don't like the aerobic versions of running, swimming, bike riding, or crawling on crushed glass because all of these hurt. Some joggers, and we all know them, have beta endorphins or something that are like a narcotic that just the body gives off, so they're literally running high as they pound the pavement. Well, I'm not one of them. Are you? I like the feeling of being exhausted and feeling the satisfaction after working out, but basically hate working out. So the next title is Research on 2,000 Executives Who Hate Working Out but Do It Anyway. So I decided to ask candidates I interviewed, do you exercise regularly? Do you love exercising? I ignored the executives who love the exercise itself. I was interested in executives who, like me, basically hated it, but were unlike me in that they really do exercise regularly. In the next few years, I'd studied 2,000 executives who hated exercise but did it, and I was amazed to find that the vast majority followed most of the same principles. I call these the successful 2,000. So, what are the secrets? Well, here are the 4 keys to exercising regularly even though you hate it. Okay, number 1, going back to my original dictum there, no pain, you gain. That's the headline. It is counterintuitive, right? For type A, do it now, do it hard, push the boundaries sorts. So here's the explanation. A lot of executives I'd interviewed had made New Year's resolutions to work out maybe, 3 times per week. Oh, they would typically hire a Mr. America type 23-year-old who snickers, "Chris, you're in such sorry shape. Give me an hour 3 times a week and I'll get your sorry body in shape." Challenged, a lot of A players say, "I can do this," and they mean it at the time. Maybe the executive is diligent for about a month, then has a business trip and, well, somehow never quite gets back to the intense workouts. Why? Because they were too painful. That's why. High performers have enough pain just living and working, don't need to torture themselves 3 times per week. So, number 2 is start slowly and then progress slowly, doing something 3 times per week. The successful 2,000 exercised comfortably, starting so slowly and easily and progressing so slowly and easily that even with, say, jet lag or a common cold, they can do it today. So, what does this mean to you? Might mean, if you're not in good shape at all, maybe just walking for 10 minutes, 3 times per week. That's it. That might be how to get started comfortably. The whole point is to make a lifelong commitment to regular exercise. And when way down deep, you know that your exercise session will not be painful, it is remarkably easy to stay with the program. Even if your effort is not aerobic to begin with, it eventually probably will be as you easily add time. Maybe you get it up to 20 minutes and it's 3 times per week, maybe a little bit more intense, how fast you pedal or walk or run or whatever. Of course, get medical advice to be sure you don't have a heart attack or something. But as you get in better and better shape, you'll add time and intensity and your body will adjust so you continue to experience no pain. And if you get bored, as I do, with the same aerobic exercise, like riding the stationary bike, hey, vary it, play tennis, okay, ride a bike outside, maybe walk the golf course, swim laps, whatever to mix it up a little bit. Okay, suggestion number 3 is consider exercising at home. Only about 1/3 of the executives in my study got in the car, drove to the health club, undressed, worked out, showered, got dressed, drove back to work or whatever. Simply to save time, 2/3 in my sample would walk all the way down to the basement and they do their exercise on a treadmill or something like that. All right, just convenient is better for 2/3, but that 1/3, no. I'm gonna go to the gym or whatever. Point number 4 is a really key one. Keep a chart. Remember how I kidded myself into thinking I worked out regularly? To be sure you're working out aerobically 12 times per month, just tape a 3x5 card somewhere, add 1 chit mark every time you work out. Is it the end of the month and you only have 10 chit marks? You only worked out 10 times, not 12? Leave that 3x5 card up there. Okay? All right? Until you have the 2 done, then put the new card up. So yes, the next month you'll actually do 14 rather than just slip by with a 12. But here's the whole point of how it works psychologically. Let it creep into your brain that you will work out aerobically 3 times per week, 12 times per month, 144 times per year. No excuses. Okay? Is that all there is to it? Well, yes, sort of. But I should tell you what the 2000 execs experienced. Almost all eventually added 2 days of weight training per week. Not to build bulk, but to tone their body and enable slightly bigger muscles to gobble up calories 24/7. And almost all added stretching a little bit before and then after every workout to keep their flexibility and actually add to flexibility. And almost all executives eventually would work out 5 or 6 days per week, some even 7. So maybe it's 3 aerobic and 2 weight training. Okay? So if it's 3 aerobic, 2 weight training, that's 5 per week, that's 20 chit marks per month. Asked why, okay, why work out so much? I heard so many times, Brad, I find that any day I don't do some sort of exercise, either the aerobics or the weights, I feel lousy. They say working out is not painful, but not working out becomes very painful. So I do something almost every day. So finally, remember, no pain you gain, because without pain, you can stick to your exercise plan for life. Until next time, top grade your team and you will top grade your profits.